Working as journalists in China isn't straightforward, and here in Xinjiang it's particularly tricky. Scrutiny of the government's war on terror isn't welcome, and nor are we. And so it means switching hotels every night, checking in late, checking out early. Here in the old Silk Road town of Kashgar, we discover there are only certain hotels journalists are allowed to stay in, the ones they can monitor us in.
We're trying to check into this hotel in Kashgar, and the receptionist is on the phone. I'm told he's on the phone to the foreigner police, as they're known, to inform them that we're journalists, so we don't yet know whether we'll be allowed to stay. Well, there's an example of the control that the authorities are putting us under. We tried to check into this hotel, but because we're foreigners and specifically journalists, they say they can't accept us, and they told us to try down the road.
Posing as tourists provides some cover from the authorities. We've left our big TV cameras behind and used much smaller cameras to do all our filming.
Well, that was interesting. We walked straight into the middle of an anti-terror drill, even posing as tourists. They didn't want us to film any of it. I had all my footage deleted.
Xinjiang province is the size of Western Europe. We've spent a week here, only seen a fraction of it, and yet we've still covered hundreds of miles. A focus for us was to get to a particular county in the south, the front line of China's war on terror, a place that's been off limits to all foreigners since allegations of a massacre by the military emerged a month ago.
Keep it quite hidden. We're just coming up to another police checkpoint as we make our way south towards the town. The car in front's being stopped, but I'm not sure yet whether we will be.
No Mandarin, no English.
The language barrier is a particular problem here in Xinjiang. The Uyghur Muslims don't, on the whole, speak Mandarin Chinese. They speak their own unique language, vaguely similar to Turkish. Some do speak Chinese or even English. But there's another problem. The authorities are so suspicious of Uyghurs. If they're seen talking to foreigners, the repercussions for them could be huge.
It's bad for me.
Why is it
It's not hard for you, though.
We need to protect the identity of all those who speak to us.
Well, I've just had a chat with one man who gave a very particular sense of the level of resentment and anger here. He talked about the fact that young men are not allowed to have beards, that people can't fast during Ramadan, and he was pretty emotional as he talked about his wife. He said that she normally wears a veil, but he's told her not to wear it because if she does, she'll be in danger.